Rayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Namaha Pankaja Nabhaya Namaha Pankaja Maline Namaha Pankaja Nitraya Namaste Pankajangriye Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So we were reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 18, Lord Vamanadev, the Dwarf Incarnation. So yesterday we were talking about the different gifts which different personalities brought, like umbrella and the straw belt and the kamandalu and the begging bowl, etc., etc. Different personalities brought, and Lord Vamanadev did a sacrifice as well. So let's see further what happens in the from that point. Shrutva swamedhiryajmanam urjitam balim bhrigunam upakalpitaistatah jagam tatra akhila sara sambhrta bharenagam sannamayam pade pade. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Sri Prabhupada Ki Jai. When the Lord heard that Bali Maharaj was performing Ashwamedha sacrifices under the patronage of Brahmanas belonging to the Brgu dynasty, the Supreme Lord, who is full in every respect, proceeded there to show his mercy to Bali Maharaj. By his weight, he pushed down the earth with every step. Purport: the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Akhila, Sara, Sambhrta. In other words, he is the proprietor of everything essential in this material world. Thus, although the Lord was going to Bali Maharaj to beg something, he is always complete and has nothing to beg from anyone. Hare Krishna, very important. He has nothing to beg from anyone. Indeed, he is so powerful that in his full opulence, he pressed down the surface of the earth at every step. Wow. When we walk, does the earth push down? Right? Nothing happens. Billions of people walk, trillions of people walk, nothing happens. But this small child is walking and the earth is being pressed down. This shows that the Lord, Janma Karma Chame Devya, he's not an ordinary child. And very, very important lesson here. When the Lord comes, we have discussed this multiple times. The Lord is going to beg. Generally, a beggar comes. Generally, a beggar comes. Does the beggar say, well, I have come for your benefit? Or what will the beggar say? Please help me out. I am in distress. Please give me some food. I have come for my benefit, right? Correct? We all agree. Or I need food, or I need some money, or I need some clothes. They may ask for this. He'll not say, please, I have come for your benefit. But when the Supreme Lord, why did he go to Bali Maharaj? To show his mercy to Bali by begging. To show his mercy to Bali Maharaj. Very, very clearly. He has nothing to beg from anyone. Therefore, now even though he's going to beg, but that's also a sign of his mercy, his karuna on Bali, so that his great qualities of devotion can be sprouted. Okay, let's see the next verse. Yes, Kirti Mataji, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Tam Narmadaya Statha Uttare Bale Yarutvinjaste Brgukaccha Sadnyake Pravartiyanto Brugava Krututtamam Vyachaksha tara duditam yatha ravim. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. While engaged in performing the sacrifice in the field known as Brgukaccha on the northern bank of Narmada River, the Brahmanical priest, the descendant of Brgu, saw Vamanadev to be like the sun rising nearby. Hare Krishna Prabhu, back to you.
Hare Krishna. So as he was approaching to that place where this yajna was happening, so the Shastras give a lot of detail also. Not just saying, okay, he went to his place. Very, very detailed. Oh, where was this? In the field known as Brgukaccha, on the northern bank of Narmada River. It's not just a fairy tale. A lot of details the Shastra explain this point so that we can understand it deeply. And Lord Vamanadev is compared to like sun. Krishna Surya Sama Maya Hoy Andhakar Yaha Krishna Taya Nahi Mayar Adhikar. Krishna is like sun, so is Vamanadev. And we just read before also, his effulgence was like the sun. His Brahman effulgence was so beautiful that no one could surpass his beauty. In text number 18, we read about his Brahman effulgence, the energetic energy referring to the Brahman effulgence. So let's see what happens now. He has come closer, and then the Brahmanas could see that he's just right there, nearby. Okay, text 22. Who hasn't read yet? You can't go. You want to read? Who all have not read and want to read can raise their hands. Jyoti Mataji. Okay. Swati Mataji.
Can I read, Prabhuji? I did not read Bhagavatam for a couple of days. I mean, this
Sure.
week. Okay.
Sure,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Dhanavad Pranam, everyone. Text 22. Te ridvijo yajamanaha sadasya hata tviswa bhamana tejasa nripa suryaha kilayati utava vivavasuh Sanat-kumaro tha didraksaya kratoho. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. O King, because of Vamanadeva's bright effulgence, the priests, along with Bali Maharaja and all the members of the assembly, were robbed of their splendor. Thus, they began to ask one another whether the sun god himself, Sanat-kumara, or the fire god had personally come to see the sacrificial ceremony. Back to you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Who would like to elaborate on this? They were robbed of their splendor. Anyone wants to share some thoughts? Who is robbing whom and why and what's going on?
So Vamanadev was bright. He was so bright and effulgent. That's why the priest, Bali Maharaj, everyone, and all the assembly members, they are robbed by Bali Maharaj's beautiful effulgent appearance. Right, Prabhuji?
Thank you. Very nice. So all these the Brahmanas of the Brgu dynasty, they also had their effulgence. They also had their kind of charisma. But what is the charisma of a glowworm in the front of sun? In the peak of night, a glowworm emitting thing, you may see like a quite prominent. But as soon as the sun comes, right, where does that glowworm go? Right? All his tiny energy or his tiny light is nothing in front of the effulgence of the Supreme Sun. So that's what exactly is happening here. The effulgence of the Brahmanas and the people assembled in the during the Ashwamedha Yagya, they were effulgent, yes. But what's infinitesimal in front of infinite? Krishna is Vibhu, Jiva is Anu. Krishna is infinite, Jiva is a tiny spark. Krishna is like the ocean, Jiva is like a drop of the ocean. Achintya Bheda Bhed Tattva. So his effulgence, the quantity, the quantum, the magnitude of his effulgence, his energy is nothing, or Jiva's effulgence is nothing in front of Supreme Lord. Whether it is wealth, whether it is some power, strength, anything, beauty, anything which people aspire for. These are the main things people aspire for: wealth, beauty, name, fame, recognition. That's nothing in front of the kind of wealth, fame, recognition, effulgence of Krishna. So Krishna robbed their splendor. It's like, that's a beautiful metaphorical statement used to explain the greatness of the Supreme Lord. Let's see the next verse. Yes, Babu Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Text 23. Ittam shashisyeshu Brgus anekada vitarkyamano Bhagavan Savamana Chatram Sadandam Sajalam Kamandalam Vivesha Vibrat Dayamedavatam. Translation. While the priest of Brgu dynasty and their disciples talked and argued in various ways, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vamanadev, holding his hands, the rod, the umbrella, and a waterpot full of water, entered the arena of Ashwamedha sacrifice. So here Vamanadeva is entering with in hand holding a rod and umbrella to the Ashwamedha sacrifice. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Who gave him the rod? Anyone remembers? Who gave him the rod?
Some of the demigods gave, but I don't know exact name. Yeah.
That will be on your quiz, Prabhu. So let's see who gave him the Brahmana staff. Moon god gave him the Brahmana danda. Umbrella was given by heavenly deity of Swarga, and the water pot, Kamandalu, was given by Brahmadev. Yeah. So now he's entering, the little Brahmana boy who is heavier than the earth is entering. As he's entering, the earth is being pressed down. I just got reminded of that words. Chinmaya bhaskara tumi kiranera kana ami prabhu tumi ami nitya dasa charane piyusha tava mama sukha suve bhava tav namamrita mora asha. Chinmaya bhaskara tumi, you are the transcendental sun, bhaskara. Kiranera kana ami, I am a tiny insignificant soul, like a spark. What is a spark of fire compared to the whole sun god, which is thousands of miles? Even the chariot is so big, we read in Canto 5. There's no comparison. But I'm your eternal servant, and your name is my sukha, and tav namamrita mora asha. That's my only hope. So let's see, as he's entering, what happens next. 24, 25. Yes, Swati Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Text 24. Text 24-25. Monshya Mekalaya Vrittam Upavritta Chinottaram Jatilam Vamanam Vipram Maya Manavakam Harim Pravishtam Iksha Brigava Sasishya Te Saha Agnibhir Pratyagrinam Samhitaya Sankshiptastasya Tejasa. Translation. Ashwamedha, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Appearing as a Brahmana boy, wearing a belt of straw, a sacred thread, an upper garment of deer skin, and matted locks of hair, Lord Vamanadev entered the arena of sacrifice. His brilliant effulgence diminished the brilliance of all the priests and their disciples, who thus stood from their seats and welcomed the Lord properly by offering obeisances. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So they are doing the reception of the priest, or this, the priests are doing reception. All these priests were doing yagya or arranging for the Ashwamedha yagya. Now this great Brahmana Dwarf has come, and everyone kind of recognized that he is not an ordinary person. They were talking amongst themselves. You remember that? We discussed that point. They were talking and argued in various ways that the Lord is entering, that this is not an ordinary person. They could see the brilliance. The brilliance of the priests there and the people there was nothing in front of the Supreme Lord. So, as a sign of respect and proper etiquette, they got up from their seats to show proper respects and welcome the Lord by offering obeisance. That's the first step. And if anyone respectable comes, we should get up and offer our pranams. So very important. Let's see what else they did. Text 26. Yes, Sampada Mataji.
Text 26. Yajamanaha pramudito darshaniya manoramam rupanurupavayamam yavam tasma asanam aharat. Translation. Bali Maharaj, jubilant at seeing Lord Vamanadev, whose beautiful limbs contributed equally to the beauty of his entire body, offered him a seat with great satisfaction. Hare Krishna. Back to you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. So very, very straightforward. That Bali Maharaj, number one, he was very, very happy to see the Lord, to get a chance to serve the Lord. And first of all, he offered his pranams, and then he offered a seat, asana. The word used is asana. So to make him comfortable. Right? We discussed the signs of the culture of guest reception multiple times. Let's see what else he did. 27. Sandhya Mataji, you want to read? Anyone else wants to read? Nikant Prabhu, yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Text 27. Swagatena binandyatha padau bhagavatau balihi avan nijar chayam asham mukta sangha mano ramam.
Translation by His Divine Grace C.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada.
thus offering a proper reception to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is always beautiful to the liberated souls. Bali Maharaj worshipped him by washing his lotus feet. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. We often say the word swagat, right? Let's see how it's broken. Su agatena, by words of welcome, kind words of welcome. Swagatam, or sometimes say suswagatam. So, welcoming the guest or the Lord by kind words, being joyful, abhinandan, abhinanda, welcoming again, being very happy. When if you are not happy to see devotees in the Lord, that's also an offense. Right? We have discussed that Yopina Shan Darshani Patina Nishat. Amongst the six Vaishnava brothers, this is one of them. Do not be joyful or not to not properly welcome. So in short, Bali Maharaj was very nice, is nice devotee, and he's welcoming the Lord with kind words, with lot of respect, with lot of gratitude, and doing his Padaseva also by washing the feet of Vamanadev. Correct? Oh, I want to see a picture of this. You want to see a picture? Okay, we want to see. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So in ISKCON Mayapur, they did this nice ceremony, and of course it's a drama, but I'll share so we can relate to how nicely they had arranged. So this is in the Mayapur temple. So they're washing the feet of this boy dressed as Vamanadev. Beautiful. There's some more probably. So they're washing the feet. In the olden days, even any special guests would come. Look at this beautiful Brahmana boy with sacred thread. This behind the Radha Madhav deities, Mayapur, the Kamandalu, these everything which great personalities had gifted. So a special way to observe Vaman Dwadashi. So in short, they gave a great sign of respect by washing the feet. Earlier, because they were not wearing Adidas boots or shoes, or they were walking bare feet. Right. So in olden days, the Grihasthas would wash the feet of the Vaishnavas who would come, or the sannyasis they would come. In this day and age, it may not be so practical. Of course, on the special days like Guru Puja, etc., it's still done if the Guru Maharaj allows. It should be done if the senior Vaishnava Guru Maharaj allows. But generally, it's very rare thing these days. Okay, we have time for maybe one more verse. Yes, so we will pause after 28. Let's study 28. Yes, Ram Mohan Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Tatpada Shaucham Jnana Kamalasapaham Saddharma Vin Murdhini Adadhat Sumangalam Yaddeva Devu Girisas Chandra Mulir Dadhara Murdhana Paraya Cha Bhaktaya. Lord Shiva, the best of demigods, who carries on his forehead the emblem of the moon, receives on his head with great devotion the Ganges water emanating from the toe of Vishnu. Being aware of religious principles, Bali Maharaj knew this. Consequently, following in the footsteps of Lord Shiva, he also placed on his head the water that was washed the Lord Lotus feet. Hare Krishna. Can I read the purport, Prabhuji?
Yes,
Lord
please.
Shiva, Lord Shiva is known as Gangadhara, or one who carries the water of the Ganges on his head. On Lord Shiva's forehead is the emblem of the half moon. Yet to give supreme respect to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shiva placed the water of the Ganges above his emblem. This example should be followed by everyone, at least by every devotee, because Lord Shiva is one of the Mahajans. Similarly, Maharaj Bali also later became a Mahajana. One Mahajana follows another Mahajana, and by following the Parampara system of Mahajana activities, one can become advanced in spiritual consciousness. The water of the Ganges is sanctified because it emanates from the toe of Lord Vishnu. Bali Maharaj washed the lotus feet of Vamanadev, and the water with which he did so become equal to the Ganges. Bali Maharaj, who perfectly knew all religious principles, therefore took that water on his head, following in the footsteps of Lord Shiva. Hare Krishna. Back to you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very, very beautiful purport and verse. So that water which had washed the lotus feet of the Lord washes away all the sinful reactions of everyone. Kalma shapaham. Jana kalma sha. Kalmash. Right? Dirt, impurities, sinful. Apaham. Destroys. So that means the charanamrit of the Lord. Jana. Jana means people. Of everyone, that water which has bathed the Lord, which is charanamrit, and we discuss how to accept it by drinking and putting on our head, because it can destroy all the kalmasha, right? And Bali Maharaj knew that very well. And even the demigods respect the charanamrita. Even Lord Shiva, who is a great Mahajan, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu, the great devotee, also known as Gangadhar, Prabhupada is mentioning, who holds Mother Ganga on his head, because it's the Charanamrit of the Lord. Here Bali Maharaj is also doing the same, following the great Mahajan Lord Shiva. So which means that if we also follow the great Mahajans, we will also become a Mahajan. One time Prabhupada was giving class about the 12 Mahajans, and someone said, one of the disciples said, Prabhupada, you are the 13th. And Prabhupada said, okay, you become the 14th. So in short, yes, there is absolutely no doubt Prabhupada is Mahajan. Maha means great. Jana means person. A great person. Great person doesn't mean great wealth or great beauty or great some learning. Great person means great devotion to Lord Krishna. That's really a Mahatma, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha, or Mahatma, Mahajan, same meaning. So we all have to become Mahajans. We all have to become pure devotees. That's why Prabhupada has made this society. Not to just pass some time and, kind of hang around and but to become pure devotees. We are in a hospital to cure our diseases and to purify ourselves and to get the topmost love of Godhead. That's the goal. So we should take it seriously. And Chandramauli, we have a devotee in our congregation. So you can let him know, Ekant Prabhu, Sharanya Mataji, that his name is there in the Bhagavatam. Or it's the name of Lord Shiva, actually, who's also a great devotee. So you can invite him to come for Bhagavatam, just to read his name, to read these verses. So Chandra means the moon, and who has the emblem of moon on his head. Chandra Mauli, that's referring to Lord Shiva. Any other comments? Any additions, questions before we stop for today? Okay, I think we will pause here and see later what happens next. Right now, everything seems to be very nice. Bali Maharaj is offering a lot of respects to Vamanadev. All the priests are offering respect. But we'll see later what happens tomorrow in this chapter. Grantraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Purana ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samavita Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai.
Jai.
Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.